everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's seed of the run is NR3QHSP1. Plug it in, play along with me. Maybe you did a few things differently. Let me know in the comment section below. For today's randomized challenge, we have a Lilith Blue Baby run. She starts off with the box of friends, which adds one copy of each familiar that you have, Incubus, which copies your tears, and Cambion Conception, which spawns a familiar upon taking damage. Now, I'm not a huge fan of Lilith. She's fun in greed runs, but on regular runs it's very situational. It's the fact that she has the blindfold on and can't shoot with her own tears. It makes her solely dependent on the familiars, which is extremely annoying and throws off your positioning. Luckily we found the inner eye, which drops our tear rate down but gives us a triple shot. Great item if we could find a way to bring our tear rate back up. I'm actually excited and happy to find her early in the run, so it gives us an opportunity there. First boss is Ragman, and we pop our box of friends and have Incubus hit him with the 6 shots. Quick takedown, and we grab our stem cells from our boss item room drop and we move on to the next floor. Second floor is up, and we are in search of items that'll benefit us the most. Right now it's any item that'll give us an increase in our tier rate since we lowered it down with the inner eye, or we can find more familiars so we can better utilize Lilith and her box of friends. But again, it's very situational, really only used in boss rooms. It's very hit or miss for me. We pick up X-ray vision, which will let us see and walk in all secret rooms. It's a great support item to find. We find our first secret room and it's Spindown die. It's a very fun item. It'll re-roll the pedestal item by subtracting their internal ID number by 1. Pretty much every item in the game has an ID number, and with Spindown die you can manipulate the item until you like what you see, as long as you have enough charges. Very situational item actually to pick up. It's pretty much a free reroll, but very situational. I'm just debating if I should take it or not, but most likely I will. I'm just trying to go through the second boss. It's the Haunt. He's not so bad. It's the little Haunts actually that at the start of the fight that always throw me off, just because our positioning playing as Lilith is a little wacky because she doesn't shoot with her own tears. You have to utilize her familiars, and that's really hard to do if you don't have good speed or flight, just because you're not moving with your shot. You're depending on your familiars to move with the shot. It's just tough overall. Luckily for us, we actually have rocks that are blocking the Haunt's shots, so my main ideal right now is just to stay behind the middle one, the middle rock, and just sway back and forth. That way I don't take any damage at all, and I'm just going to utilize my box of friends item. We have Sty. I'm just not so sure about taking it. Our first devil deal, we have the Abyss, Too Spooky, and My Shadow. All of them are extremely trash in my opinion. The Abyss situational, but I'm not really for it. I do go back and I'm actually going to take Spindown die. I know it ruins the box of friends synergy with Lilith, but Spindown die is one of those items that are rare, and if you see it, you might as well try to take it, try to make it work. I mean, it's a Lilith Blue Baby run, why not, right? So we activate Spindown die, we pick up Glass Eye. It's gonna give us a little bit of damage, a little bit of luck, why not? Next floor is up and we find Ultra Pride. Now I'm a big fan of Ultra Pride just because he drops the left hand. Now the left hand is a great item to have. It's a great trinket. The left hand is going to turn all your chests into red chest. Now my idea is to have Guppy. I want Guppy. If I can get Guppy, I can make it work somehow. It'll help me with my positioning because it'll give me flight, and positioning is king in Isaac. So that's the only reason why I took the left hand. I'm going to sacrifice all my chests for red chest. Might never know, might get great devil deal items out of it, or just might get Guppy from the jump. So that is my goal in this run. Lilith Blue Baby, and try to get a Guppy. Our next boss is Gertie. It's a variant version. Thankfully it's not the Gertie that shoots. It's going to be the Gertie that's just going to pop add-ons, which is not too bad. Again, with Lilith, it's just annoying to play with her, so I'm extremely happy to see this boss. And I'm just going to slowly, you know, mow down the HP while dodging his shots. And I do have a couple bombs. I'm going to try to speed up the process as quickly as I can. I'm not just going to stand here and try to shoot Lilith with what I got. I'm going to utilize all the items I have. Binky is dropped. Great tier up item, so exactly what we needed. We move on to our treasure room and we find the number 1. It greatly increases our tiers up, but it drops down our range. But if you notice with the spin down die, we have a possibility and an opportunity to try to get Cricket's head. Now, I have to think if I want to do that, I need to have at least another battery. And right now, I'm looking at the sack right there in the shop. It might have a battery, it might not. But I'm gonna try to find if I can get a nickel out of this keeper, but I didn't. So I think overall, I mean, there's a bomb right there, right? But overall, I think I'm just gonna stick with the number 1. I know tiers up is what we need right now because of the inner eye. So I don't mind taking it, even though it's gonna drop our range down. I think it's worth the opportunity. It's worth a shot. You may never know. We might find items to give us a little bit of range down the line. So I'm just gonna take it. And right now our DPS is looking pretty good at 2.55 with a triple shot. That's not too bad. Even though our range dropped down to 4, I think it's manageable. We're gonna try to utilize Lilith as best as we can. And because our range is so low, and we have to use a familiar, maybe we can use that negative for positioning as a positive. So I go into the curse room, I find the pact on the next floor. It's great damage and tiers up item, exactly what we were looking for. We go into our secret room and there's a double tinted rock. I just need to find another bomb. Double tinted rocks are great, man. You can find double items, double soul hearts. It's a great item. So we're gonna try to pop it, see what we get, and we get small rock as well as the coupon. I think I'm gonna take small rock. I know spin down die looking pretty good, but I'm gonna take it. And coupon, if I spin that down, jumper cables are kind of trash. Coupon's good if you want to like get a free double deal item, but you know, it is what it is. And so far left hand paid now. I picked up the Guppy's collar, which is great. So that's 1 item down, 2 more to go, and our goal of getting Guppy can be obtainable. Next boss is up, and this guy's just trash in my opinion. He's just super annoying. It's just the fact that you have to constantly dodge his little projectile. It's just horrible. He does little add-on spawns. You know, I all the time I take damage. Luckily for us, our DPS is pretty good. Our damage per shot solid. Angel Deal is upon us. I'm gonna take it. Oh well, Glyph of Balance is pretty good. Gives us a soul hearts, and drops from champion enemies and room clears will be modified to be whatever pickup we need the most. Now in that case, if your HP is really low, it'll drop HP. If you need bombs, it'll drop bombs. If you need keys, it drops keys. It's extremely situational. If I use spin down die, it would give us toxic shot, but I'm not that great of it. So I think I'm gonna take the compass. So I use the spin down die to pick up compass. Compass is good. You know, having vision on where you're going is actually extremely underrated. Compass is another great support item, just like X-ray vision. So why not take it? We see Abel. I'm not gonna take it. I do my spin down die. Guppy's hairball. Let's go. That's 2 out of 3. 1 more, and then we get Guppy's hairball. I go into the shop. I see the sausage. I hit the spin down die again. I pick it up. Sausage is one of the very true all stat item. It's incredible to have. You see it, you gotta take it. So to find the sausage in the shop probably would have never happened without chaos or spin down die. So I'm very pleased with that. Next boss is up. I see Brother Bobby. I'm definitely not taking that item. Spin down die, pick up Blood of the Martyr, get my damage up. So far so good in the run. And we move on to the next floor and we go straight to Mom. That is the goal. And we're gonna just try to take her out. I know I tried to do boss rush, but I didn't speed up in time. My timing was off. I definitely did not manage it correctly, but it's okay. Boss rush and boss room items are just, well, the boss rush and the items in the boss room items are just kind of trash. They don't make it worth it in my opinion in this game, but it is what it is. I mean, maybe we'll do another boss rush and I'll probably add them at the randomized challenges. But so far so good. I mean, so far the MVP right now is the spin down die. We're getting a lot of useful items and situational, so I like what we got so far. So we easily take out Mom, grab our Polaroid, and work our way down. Please everybody, like, subscribe. It helps the channel tremendously. I love making these videos and I want to continue making these videos, but definitely need y'all support. So we make it to the Womb 1 and we are gonna grab this red chest. I'm not a fan of it. I'm gonna fool my way out. I'm just not beat to waste my time. One of my concerns so far in this run, I mean, we're looking like our stats are okay. I mean, our tier race 2.55, damage 8.21, our range is at 5.2, kind of trash. I'm worried about our speed being at 1. Not the biggest fan of that. We go into our secret room. It's super greed. There's no point in having it. My only fear again is my HP. And I'm notorious for bad positioning, and I always take bad damage. Once you enter the womb and beyond, 1 hit is not a half heart, it's a whole heart. So because we do not have any type of way to regain HP, it's going to be a little rough. Again, you want at least there's always 3 things if you want to win an Isaac run: survivability, your damage, and your tier rate. When it comes to survivability, like Satanic Bible, Book of Revelations, it's just a way to gain HP just in case you take bad damage. You want your damage, obviously your magic mushrooms, your cricket's head. Those are phenomenal with a damage multiplier in it. Your tier rate, which gives you your DPS, which is your damage per second or your damage per shot. Like items like Mr. Dally, Sad Onion. Those are the items you want. If you have a combination of those 3 things, survivability, damage, and tier rate, most likely you're going to win the game. Now, one of the things I'm preaching the most that I really want is Guppy, just because it gives you flight, which will benefit us in our positioning. You know, the flight helps dodge unwanted ways to get damage, such as creep, block terrain, spikes rocks. Like, you want to be able to avoid those things and just have a good Isaac run without worrying about all that. So that's why I want Guppy so bad. Now we get our next devil deal. I'm looking at Goat Head. Again, I'm super concerned about my HP. If I take Goat Head, I'll be down to 2 red hearts and 1 black heart. That means 2 taps, and pretty much I'm pretty much wrapped up in the run. And I want to win the run. I don't want to lose the run. Again, Lilith is not a great character to play with, but I'm gonna try. So I'm just looking at my spin down die, trying to make sure if I should use it now, should I even take both of these items? Should I play the Demon Judgment here? I see Guppy's collar in there, but I just don't have enough charges, so I'm just gonna take Goat Head. I'm gonna grab Midnight Snack just to get my HP back up, and I move on to the next floor. This is a little rough because our speed is only at 1. I feel way more comfortable 1.6, 1.7 speed, but it is what it is. I see Magic Mushroom when I pop Spin Down die. I'm super happy. Again, an all stats item is incredible. We go into our arcade. We see IV Bag. We pop it to get the Polaroid effect. I see the Spin Down die item. I like what I see. I grab Guppy's tail and boom, we get Guppy. Our goal has been accomplished. The left hand giving us the 2 items we need. Spin Down die hooking us up to finally get us that Guppy. Now, the Guppy transformation is one of the strongest and most powerful transformation in the game. It's going to give us that flight. Again, you see me flying over the spike rocks and spike terrain without taking any damage. Guppy's going to spawn these flies. The flies are going to have a damage multiplier in them every time we shoot. And because we have the inner eye, it's triple shots, which means triple the flies coming out based off our tier rate. Guppy was the pickup for us. That was what I wanted, and look how fast we took out It Lives. Go ahead, baby, unlocked. Fantastic. Let's see what we got on our devil deal. I do see Pentagram, 7 seals. It's kind of trash. Grab my red chest. There's nothing in there. I'm just debating if I should use a spin down die again. But the pentagram is not a bad item. I mean, pentagram is going to give us a little bit more damage, and it's going to benefit us the most, especially with our flies. We move on to the cathedral, and we're just going to be cruising along. Now, my decision if I should keep the left hand or not is actually something I'm thinking about. We have enough keys. I'm going to utilize the key bum, and I'm going to take paperclip just because we're heading into the chest anyway. It's going to make all of our chest, golden chest, utilize better without any keys. And I say goodbye to the left hand. The left hand was a phenomenal trinket for us. It hooked us up with Guppy, exactly what we wanted, exactly what we needed for the Lilith run. Again, Lilith is a very, very tough character to play with, so I was gonna use any item, any trinket, anything to help me get to my goal. I was happy with that, so I say thank you to the left hand, pick up the paperclip, and we're gonna move on. Because we have the compass, I do see exactly where we need to go. A lot of the times when you in the womb and beyond, like cathedral and the chest, you take the majority of your damages trying to find the boss room. Because there's no treasure room, because there's no shop, it doesn't make sense to travel and explore unless you like have a death wish or you just have an item to give you more HP, like Satanic Bible or Book of Revelations. So it doesn't make sense to explore. So when you have the compass or the Emperor card, it's great items, a great tarot card to use. Go straight to the boss and save, honestly, your HP for the fight. So right now we're walking in with 3 red hearts and 4 soul hearts. I feel extremely confident, especially with Guppy. I mean, look how fast we took down Isaac. Not even a challenge. It looks like we're going to be okay. And on to Blue Baby. Our 4th chest is the Aquarius, Chocolate Milk, Trash, and more trash. But because we have a spin down dice, there is Capricorn, another great all stat up item. I do see Technology. Technology is great because we did have a range issue because we picked up the inner eye, but now we have ultimate range with our triple laser beams coming out of our eyes. So great item to have. So I'm just gonna continue exploring. I ended up getting spin down die charged up, came back, and I see C-section and Game Kid. Game Kid is just super trash. I'm not gonna worry about that. But C-section is a phenomenal item. As you see, it's gonna spawn my little buddies every time I shoot. Those little buddies are gonna have those lasers coming out. Candy heart pops up, but I do see sausage. I just have to find a way to get spin down die to be popped twice, and then I'll be able to utilize my spin down die to get the sausage, and that'll be double the sausage. I picked up sausage early in the run, and I was able to pick up sausage again. And that was the benefit of spin down die, because spin down die doesn't really follow the mechanics of the game. In the game, it's more of like you have it, you see something, it's just gonna continuously go over and over and over. I was able to get double charge for the spin down die, so I was extremely happy for that. Right now I'm just clearing rooms. I definitely want to pick up sausage, and I'm gonna do everything in my power to try and grab that. So I get my double charge, I activate it, pick up sausage again, another all stats up, and our stats are looking phenomenal. We're pretty much capped and where we need to be capped at. We have Guppy, we have C-section. Like the video, subscribe. We got the dub, and hopefully everybody enjoyed this video, and I'll continue to make them. Thank you so much, everybody.